5 contradictions the narcissist in your life does not want you to notice, part 2. Contradiction number 1, the narcissist's memory in general is one giant contradiction. Ever notice how they conveniently don't remember stuff that you try to point out to them or try to hold them accountable for, but when you do even the smallest thing wrong, like breathing incorrect, they'll give you a nice little life review of how horrible of a person you have been. Contradiction number 2, consequences only apply to you and not them. When you have been narcissistically abused, you are literally conditioned into considering every single consequence of every single thing that you could possibly do wrong. You're constantly overthinking every little decision, even if it's not an important decision at all, because you're worried about the consequences. Meanwhile, for the narcissist, when the consequences of their abuse come to bite them in the ass, for example, someone goes no contact with them, they are completely shocked that the other person would have the audacity to stop talking to them because of the abuse. Number 3, they might trigger you to the point where you're crying, and then they will start mocking you for crying. Contradiction number 4, they will make up on the spot sometimes and completely improvise rules for you to abide by at all times, and so help you God if you break one of these rules. But when it comes to narcissists and rules, they don't think that they apply to them whatsoever. And contradiction number 5 is that when they are upset, they need to be consoled immediately by whoever is there, and if you don't immediately try to console them when they're upset about like literally anything, even if it's something that makes no sense, which is usually the case, you're an absolutely horrible person for not immediately helping soothe their little tantrum as an adult. But when you're upset about anything, they'll mock you for it or tell you you're being too sensitive or that you need to get over it and just move on with your life or whatever. Stay tuned for part 3 and make sure you follow me at Let's Get Your Shift Together for more great content about healing from narcissistic abuse.